Okay, everybody. So look on the screen. So cute. A mom and her daughter. A mother and her daughter. The fiance stayed with them for 2 years. So he found, as they say, my grandmother used to say, a bird nest on the ground. So all he has to do is pack his little dusty suitcase and move on in. Ladies, I don't care what age, no excuses. If he doesn't have his own, please don't bring him home. And you hear what the girl says. She's 19-year-old, a senior at a university, must be very smart. Now, all of a sudden, the learning has to stop. All of a sudden, her life has been impacted by a dust bucket. What could he offer them? He stayed with them for 2 years. Was he homeless? The audacity of these men to have nothing, can't provide for themselves, let alone a family or someone else. I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, it's so hard on them. Well, they make it hard on us because guess what? That's who's the main killer of black women, black men. But we don't want to face that, though. She's 19. What does she know about paying a mortgage or if it's rent? Probably doesn't even know who the mortgage company is. She's 19, a student at the university. Now she has to raise a 14-year-old. Why? You didn't hear anything about their father. Don't get desperate for a ring and hit your wagon to a killing machine. Don't do it, ladies. He lived with them for 2 years. Where was he staying before then? Lived with them for 2 years. And now, how the heck you just go from a fiance to a suspect in her murder? And then set her body on fire trying to destroy the evidence? Fool, are you crazy? Oh my, who does that? How do you... I keep saying they need the ladies for the resources. That's why they need you. If they had their own, many of them wouldn't be in your home. If these Dusties switch the roles up, if these Dusties had their own, baby doll, they wouldn't be in your home. Or they wouldn't be. Are you kidding? They'll be trying to find somebody who's racially ambiguous. Well, her great granddad was black, so you know, that's how she looked. Another episode of Dusty's being drama, heartache, and trauma. What's it gonna take? We keep on missing the memo. Barbara the Builder doesn't work no more. It doesn't work. I hate to tell you, this is what'll happen. These men, he lived with them for 2 years, and now she ends up dead. How the heck this happened? Maybe she asked him to get a job. Maybe she finally said, let me see your paycheck. We can go ahead and go half on the bill since we're going to be married. He should have never been. He doesn't even belong in that house. She's marrying beneath her. He should have never been there. That's a bad business deal. That's a bad business contract. Didn't even get to the wedding, y'all. I wonder if it came up about finances. That's what I'm wondering. I wonder if it came up about finances. One thing will get you guy with a chocolate drop. Would it be it a chocolate drop, Dusty Dan, and Mr. Wong caught doing wrong? Is some money. Responsibility. Where is your check? Pay half. Why couldn't he just walk away? You know why he couldn't just walk away? Because here's the part we don't want to face. I think some women don't want to face. You call yourself going to rescue him like a stray puppy, and you're going to raise him, and he's going to appreciate you. No, he's going to annihilate, murder you. That's what they do. How the heck you go from a fiance to being murdered? Because the man was hating all along. He probably didn't want, maybe he didn't want to get married. Oh, you gonna stress about my check? I like it the other way around. Oh, you think if we get married, it's gonna change things? Oh, no. He didn't belong there. He didn't qualify, honey. His application should have been turned down from the get-go. His application should have been put in 513, aka the trash can. He didn't belong at home. He didn't qualify. His credit score was too low. And I don't mean by experience. As a human being, as a man, his credit score was too low. He couldn't even get to the 600. Of the smiling cheese at a 315. Boy, bye. His application should have been denied. I thought about what could have happened. They were arguing. So you can't sit up here and bring these men into your home and you think, okay, I'm going to show him, and he's going to all of a sudden, Eureka, he's going to get it. He's going to finally get it. All right. Yeah, okay. He's going to finally get it, and he's going to wake up and learn to appreciate all that you do. No, I tell you this. If that's the case, and it may not be, again, my surmising just based on lusty behavior, when you hit them with responsibilities as far as like children and job, bills, that's what'll get you killed. You understand? So this here, how we get here? They need you for the resource. And then once you finna go, you think, okay, he's been here long enough. I've been carrying the weight. We're getting married. It's time to talk about finances. That could possibly be an issue. He may have a side boo, male or female. Could be both. These just as they get around, you just never know. So because he entered the home, which he didn't qualify to be there, in my opinion, in the first place, she picked up low-hanging fruit, I'm afraid. And because that low-hanging fruit entered the home, the mother is gone. And now how the heck does a 19-year-old have to take care of a 14-year-old? You gotta be kidding me. And the girl must be small to be 19 and a junior in college? Beautiful and smart. Now it's all ruined. So her potential will be impacted. You heard her say she's just basically just thrown into it. Her mother hid things from her. So right now she's just thrown into her role as a provider, a caretaker. She's 19. All because a Dusty was in that home. What kind of job can she get and go to school and pay that mortgage or pay that rent? Please tell me. I'm sure her name probably was not on her mother's bank account. We don't plan on this happening. So the bank not trying to hear this happen. They might want to see a will, a power of attorney. Probably don't have that. And I hate to tell you, unless you have that or maybe some what they call signature cards, the bank keep that money. I asked the banker, by the way, how the bank keeps the money? So they love for you not to have a will or signature cards on file. Well, they love that. If something happens, the bank gets to keep all that money and the kids out here suffering. One bad apple ruined the whole barrel. One bad Dusty ruins an entire family. 19 with a 14-year-old. She has to raise her brother. Find your mother in the home. And then who wants to still stay there? And if she's in the dorm, whatever, you can't, this is just all around just bad. Her dreams are dashed, all because of her man. The mama's man. Now her life is going to be changed forever. She has a whole lot of responsibility. And then the 14-year-old, they're now missing a mama. The dad is probably nowhere to be found. Because if he was, more than likely, she would have called him and he would be there. Any man of decency to say, oh yeah, he's the dad, it's my daughter, and step in. You didn't hear her say anything about, well, me and my dad or my brother's dad or our father, is, no. So she's just thrown out there. Whole world turned upside down because of a dust bucket. "19 and 14 without a mother." So how is she supposed to navigate all of that? House note, mortgage company, or rent, whatever the situation is, insurance, the car, the vehicle. But what she said is right. She's just thrown out there. That's what I hate to tell you. It's what the black community does anyway, in general, to the women. That you just get out there and you'll figure it out. Oh, but these old dust buckets, man, they will coddle them to the end. Not my son. He's Baptist fed and Baptist bred. And we know, lady, he still ain't got no darn sense in his head. We already know. That dust bucket, this man, he should have never been. When she said he stayed with us for 2 years, oh, I would have knew this. This is one of them homeless dudes or somebody that quote, he stayed with somebody. He didn't qualify to be in that home. He didn't qualify. Again, some of these men are with the women because of resources. And if they had what you have, wouldn't give you the time of day. Look at all the lives turned upside down. How is a 19-year-old supposed to navigate this? And she's a junior at the university. All of that may have to come to naught. I hope she can please, Lord, finish her senior year. This is what Dusties will do. They'll ruin you. Again, when he stepped to her, his approach, or she shouldn't have stepped to him if she did. But whatever it was, his application should have been denied. He didn't qualify. But a lot of black women love you so much, but we don't want to listen. See, if she was single with no man, she'd still be here. How about that? He didn't qualify. His application, honey, should have been in 513. That's the trash can. You don't qualify. And you sure as hell, I ain't going to be your alibi. You're dusty and crusty. Just sad all around. And to think for her, the man that she seemed to love, obviously, and thinking he loves her, look what happened. Can you imagine, like a switch just flipped and then stab the lady or kill the girl? There's cut on her, I think a cut on her leg or something. And then she has to go and find her mother. She has to go and find her mother. What did she say?
Called the police as fast as I could. Kaya says their house.
So hold on, she had a burn mark on her leg when the daughter found her.
In her room, and she had a burn mark on her leg. I touched her. She was cold.
In her room.
I called the police as fast as I could. Kaya says their house smelled like lighter fluid or gasoline, and her mom's bed was partially burnt. An autopsy would later reveal 48-year-old Stacy was strangled to death. Her fiance was arrested by Detroit police this week. It really changed our life in a really drastic way.
Yeah.
And I want him to know that, like, this is really, like, unforgiving.
In a drastic way. So he strangled her, and I guess post when she was already dead, there wasn't a cut, correction, there was a burn mark on her leg, so I guess that's why he used the lighter fluid.
Fiance has not been charged yet. That's why we're not naming him. As of what I knew, he loved my mom, and my mom really loved him. Like, my mom was very excited. They had just got engaged on Memorial Day. Kaya says her mom's fiance lived with them for 2 years. It's very unexpected because I've never seen him ever, I've seen arguments, and they were actually arguing that day, but I've never seen him put his hands on my mom or them get physical ever. Now Kaya, a 19-year-old junior at Grand Valley State University, stepping into a caretaker role for her 14-year-old brother. He's not taking it good. He's not. Kaya says she lost her best friend. My mom did everything for me. So it's kind of like I'm just kind of getting thrown out there, you know?
She's getting thrown out there. This is what they'll do for you. So a lot of young women don't want to take heed. You need to listen up. Do not pick up. Don't. Would you buy damaged fruit? Would you buy a steak that's been on somebody else's plate and they may have eaten off of it and coughed on it, touched it, something may come from their mouth leaking on that steak? Would you buy a steak that's you never been eaten on and you can put on your plate? Hell to the no. When you pick up a dusty, you're picking up used, bruised goods. They're really no good. You're picking up what nobody really wants. And now look at the lives of these two young people. The 14-year-old can't handle it. And she can't either. But she'll have to do what most black women are taught to do. Forget about you and what you want. And just go ahead and fix somebody else's problem. The man didn't love her. He wouldn't have done this. That's what I think, my opinion. So black women, go ahead and keep hope alive. Keep picking up these broke down dust buckets. It may cause your demise. We just don't learn. Anyway, this is just sad. I'm done with the video. Feel free to comment, dislike, like the video, subscribe, share. Let me know your thoughts. I just cannot imagine this evening what all she's dealing with. Some of us may get ready to relax, have dinner. Maybe you've had dinner, have a glass of wine, relax and chill. Look what she'll be dealing with. Life just fall apart, all because a dust bucket won her mother's heart. And now look, they love no one. They are simply just users. Simply said on YouTube, and I'm out.